Hey peeps, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're doing episode 2 of high level training with Samsel. We're going to be doing this with, first of all, not 75% speed. We'll do normal speed. And we're just going to be jumping to each kill basically, and I'll talk about any of my decisions I'll make in between. This was sniper shootout mode. And so, something that I really focused on in sniper shootout was making sure that I stayed on top of people. And if I couldn't get on top of someone, it's really about just hitting that shot, you know? Just being very aware of where your actual marker is when you're trying to no-scope people. And you see I'm getting nice and close. And I decided, I knew that he had been hit for like 86, so I'm like, alright, let's just melee him down. Right. So I'm chasing. We get him meleeed down, right? The next guy's already here, so I'm actually gonna just keep it like this. I hear him breaking below. At this point, I hear a lot of metal stuff breaking, so I'm like, okay, he's probably in the kitchen, right? So we go down 2 levels, or 1 level rather, and we look, and there he is. We hit him once. He starts jump spamming, and actually, like in the game, I was like, dude, the jump spam is mad annoying. It doesn't help. So for you guys, when you get shot at or something and you don't have any materials, jump spamming is actually worse for you against a good player than it is against a bad player. Jump spamming might sometimes get them flustered, but like if you can tell that that player is good, you definitely don't want to be jump spamming. It makes you very predictable, extremely predictable, because while you're midair, that trajectory doesn't really change very much. Whereas when you're on the ground and you're walking, like, you can do whatever you want. You can change your walking instantly, like on a dime, you can instantly change your direction, and it's a little bit more difficult for somebody to track you. If a player is good enough, it's not really going to make that much of a difference, but I still want to mention it. Jump spamming is really only good when you're maybe in like a shotgun fight or something like that, where being on top of someone's head is really important. But even then, you want to take it with a grain of salt. Jump spamming is not necessarily, you know, the best solution for your movement. So here, I'm basically just continuing to move around, just looking for these, looking for places to loot. We're going to our next engagement here. I hear some movement happening up here. I hear some fighting happening, and so we're gonna push it, right? First of all, I hear, by the way, I hear over to my right. I'm hearing this guy who's sniping at them. I don't know if I knew about this guy here that was next to him, but I definitely heard that guy on the right, so I knew that there was someone there, and I did a quick look if you didn't notice. Right when you jump here, boom, I gave him a quick glance, right? And that lets me see right where that guy is. So I know he's up there, right? And that's because I'm doing that quick jump. It's really good to do that, even when you're pushing somebody, to still have your head on a swivel. So that's another kind of high level tactic you want to make sure that you get into your system, is just always keep your head on a swivel. Even if you're pushing against 1-2 players, make sure you still have your head on a swivel so you know what's around you. I'm going to turn this up to full speed. I basically just come in here and I infiltrate the fight. I don't really know how much each of these players has, but this guy falls down. As he's moving through the air, I know that he can't change his trajectory, so I'm able to kind of line up a shot that way. Now this next fight with this guy, I'm gonna just do this, because this next fight that I had with this guy, I built up to the top. I wasn't exactly sure where he was. Once I heard him kind of like walking around and stuff, well, plus I also took a shot from that guy again, so I'm thinking to myself, where could this guy be, right? He takes out his gun again, so I hear it, and I come back down, right? So I'm just breaking everything, and then I come back down. Watch. I think there was another pallet up here. Nope. So we come back down. We're looking at this guy here, actually. I remember this now. We peek him, see if he would take a shot. He doesn't. He just stands there the entire time. He just kind of stands there the entire time. I'm not sure if that's his bullet or not. I think it is. It is his bullet, but it's off by a little bit. And that's his death there. He just didn't move at all, dude. Like, that's all that was. But now that I know that that guy's dead, I'm not threatened from the outside, I'm gonna push down to this guy. Now I'm just gonna kind of zoom out on this, and we're gonna 2x it. The guy had like 1 bullet that he shot at me, and that was it. He didn't have any ammo, so I just kind of did a bunch of building, trying to trap him, trying to find a place to get him trapped so that I could just melee him or something. I still wasn't sure how much HP he had. But once I realized that he's not shooting, I literally just got under him and just started meleeing. Get that mid-air melee. Alright, so we're going to keep moving on here. Where was this kill? Ah, we start moving out to the house there. I see that guy in the distance. Whoa. What is wrong with my camera right now? Alright, there we go. But I see this guy in the distance, right? And he is, you know, he's trying to get some shots off. We hit him once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. All 4 in a row, and we take him down. You'll notice my movement model during this, while I'm taking these shots. You notice how I'm making slightly random movements, right? It's never exactly the same after each shot. It could be, but it might not be. And that's what you want to, you know, when you're spamming like that, you want to make sure you're not being super predictable. Now there's a long period of time here where nothing happens, right? I see a guy way out here. I end up pushing over to him, thinking that he was there. He was not. I want to give you guys a quick tip on ways you can push, okay? Right? Ways you can push and ways that you can go a little bit faster when you don't have a launch pad. And it's this right here, this strategy, right? So you have this. I'm gonna show you me building it right here. You put a downward ramp, and you put a thing on it. So you rotate twice, and you put a downward ramp, and then you put your jump pad on it, and it pushes you forward quite a bit. You see, I was all the way up there, and now I'm all the way down here. So that's like, what's above this? Like right there. So like that's like going from here all the way over to there. So that's like, if you're high enough, it's like way better than using an impulse grenade. So if you have like 7 of them, which I think I had like 7 of them, then it's totally worth it, just to use one. Now I'm gonna get into my perspective here. I think I got into a couple of oh yeah, so I was using the snipers to break these down. This thought bot booty pop, I'm pretty sure, I love saying his name. I'm pretty sure he was the guy that was there before as well. When I was sitting up here, somebody was sniping me from over there, and that is him, yeah. So he was just sitting there looking for snipes, right? Anyway, so we get up here. I'm on top of him now, right? We're gonna let this load, because it looks like it wasn't loading quite a bit. We're gonna show you the whole push, right? So I'm pushing all the way from here. I'm just gonna speed this part up. We're pushing all the way from down here. I probably have about 600 mats. Instantly pushing upwards. Even though I don't know where they are, I'm not gonna stay low. I'm gonna push upwards and look down on where I am. I see his build. He puts down a thing, and I just get a lucky headshot, to be honest. But again, I was ready to shoot. Let's see. Let's watch this one more time, and we'll analyze what happens here. This is in real time. I put up 2 ramps. Oh, okay. So this guy just is still shooting at me, right? So I'm sitting here. My head is kind of peaked, actually. Something that I got to get used to is sometimes my head gets peaked. Ah, I wanted to show you guys this. This was huge. This is like the way that you stop a push. All right. Now here it is. You see the push happening. Watch this. I'm gonna do it in slow motion. Okay. I see a push happening. I see it. Instantly put a floor on top of their push. Right. Now the smart play is to go like this. You put a floor. You instantly edit down into it, and you block that person in. Since you've blocked them in, that's your wall, which means you can put in traps. Right. Now I jump back out. Or at least I should have. What I should have done is jumped in, put the thing, and jumped back out and edited it to close the box. But that is the perfect example. I'll show you guys one more time. This is in real time. This one's real time right here. This is the perfect example. When somebody's pushing up right next to your build, boom, block them off, edit down, block them in. If you can get really good at that, you'll be such a higher level player. That is one of the best ways to get somebody trapped. Now from up there, right, I'm just trying to locate where people are at. I know there's 3 alive. I know that there's one down to my, I know about this guy, right? I know about this guy, and I know about this guy, so I'm pushing this guy. I landed right on the guy. He didn't realize until I literally landed, like he didn't even listen or realize at all until I landed on his head. So I went up a little higher, which I could have probably tried to box him in. But he makes a really good play here, and he actually puts a trap on me as well. So hits me for 150, but I'm gonna drink some minis here. Now I want to show you guys, because this guy ends up killing the next dude right here as I'm launch padding. He ends up killing him. So I want to show you guys this part as well. And we'll just go to the point where I'm pushing at him, right? So this is about keeping that high ground, right? Making sure that we don't lose that high ground. We stay above someone, right? Here's the best way to do that. When you're on top of someone, you ramp over their roof so they can't drop you in. And then you see if you can replace their floor. He was smart enough to actually go down further and block himself off. So I decided to just not even edit in. I just was going to wait for him to leave. So I did. And I got a quick little headshot on him. And we're going to push with floors above him, right? We're not going to give up that high ground for no reason. Now, right here, I know he's below that, right? So I'm going to put, again, I'm putting a ramp, which gives me the opportunity to get higher if he tries to push. Now, at this point, I'm looking to trap the guy. So I'm going to get really close to him. And unfortunately, there's no place for me to put a trap there, so I block in. And that's not my roof, so I break it. And immediately, floors, ramps. We're going back up, right? We're staying on top. I can see he might want to try to push up that ramp. I hear him drop back down, right? So again, we're still just pushing. We're just continuing to be on top. That's the whole point of this, right? Is just continue to be on top. Is don't give up that high ground when that person is trying to get away from you. Just continue to get right on top of them and just don't let them leave. It keeps him very high stress. And here's a perfect example of he almost took it back. If he was a builder, he would have taken the high ground there. Now I wanted to put a wall further out, but I couldn't get it down. So at this point, I'm kind of playing around with the guy, and you'll find, you know, it didn't exactly work out because I got head glitch right there, and he hit me pretty hard. So after that, I ended up spam building, and we're boxed in, right? Now here's where I didn't take high ground back because I thought that I could get that shot off. And in most scenarios with a shotgun, you can take that shot and be all set. But I just ended up editing through. As soon as he started shooting the wall, I edited through so that he didn't have the same target, right? So that's another tactic, right? Is when you're blocked up like this. So from his perspective, here, let's actually show from his perspective. He's shooting directly at me in this wall, right? He's still shooting forward. I'm already on the other side of him, right? He's still shooting this way, right? Now that I'm on him, I'm just going to jump a little bit, right? He couldn't turn around fast enough because he didn't expect me to push through the wall. So that's just a couple of tips there when it comes to like the sniper mode and everything like that. But also just like staying on top of people. A couple good strategies in there for how to trap people. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like on the video. Join us for the streams when we go live. I'm always tweeting when we go live, and I might even put it up on YouTube, like on our videos. It says like, hey, we're live, you know, when you're watching a YouTube video. So for those of you on YouTube, make sure you come follow the stream and you can catch this stuff live when we're making all these dope plays. All right. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.